Right, so tonight we're going to make cheesy beef pasta bake. I'm going to use for that some leftover roast beef from yesterday's roast dinner, some pasta, some tomatoes, some courgette, some tomato puree, some water, some cheese. So we get a saucepan and we fill it with cold water to pop onto the boil. So there's cold water in my saucepan. I put that into a large ring on quite a high heat, and I'm going to let that water boil. As soon as that water's boiled, I'm going to put in my pasta and cook it until it's soft. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes when that's boiling. Okay, so we're back and the water is boiling away. Whilst that's been boiling, I've grated some cheese, and if you preheat the oven to gas mark 7 as well. So pop some fat pasta this week. Okay, so pop your pasta into your saucepan of boiling water, and that's going to need to cook for between 12 and 15 minutes. I might need some more water in that actually. Big pasta. Just pop the lid back in there. Whilst we're waiting for that to boil, I'll find some sweet corn in the freezer as well. So we're going to get our dish, our oven dish, and just going to chop up the tomatoes that I'm using. These are quite big, so I've got 4 of them. You could use tins of tomatoes, you could use passata. You don't have to use fresh tomatoes if you don't have any, that's totally fine. Just chop all 4 of these up. Also going to put just a little bit of salt to help bring the flavour of the tomatoes out in a minute. That one, wonky tomato. Really healthy, really good for you. Let's put a lid off. Loads and loads of veggies. They were cooked. I don't know if I'm going to need to put any water in actually, because there's quite a lot of tomato there, which is good. Give that a bit of a stir. Take the lid off if you want to keep an eye on it. This isn't a transparent lid, so I can't see what's going on in that. Okay, courgette. Slice quite thinly. I'm going to pop that in with the tomatoes as well. There's half a courgette there, and that was because it was left over from the other day. Just going to turn this down a little bit. Okay, so far that's your veggies. And I've got my sweet corn in there as well. There's probably about half a cup of sweet corn left in that. And I'm going to squeeze in about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Okay. whilst we're waiting for the pasta, I'm just going to put in my beef. You can use cooked minced beef if you want to. The reason I'm using cubed beef, please excuse my smoke detector, I changed the battery, but yeah, it's still beeping at me. The reason I'm using chopped up roast beef is just because it's left over from our roast dinner yesterday. So that'll do while we're waiting for pasta. Still not ready yet. We'll wait till that's nice and soft, and then we'll pop it in with the other bits and bobs, so I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Right, so the pasta is now cooked. Oh yeah, I've changed my bowl, by the way, my oven dish, because it's too small. My pasta's now cooked, so I have drained it into the sink. I'm just going to pour it in to the rest of the ingredients. I haven't forgotten that I said I'm going to put salt in there, so I'll do that in a sec. I'm just going to mix it all in together. So otherwise you're just going to have pasta on top and it's going to have it all dry. Not very nice. And the other ingredients won't really cook. Okay. I know I said I might not put some water in that, but I think I will. I think I'm going to put around about a cup of water. Just cold water out the tap. Cup in and see how it goes. Yep, I think that'll be enough. Okay, so I'm just going to put some salt in there. So it's just a pinch of salt, and that helps bring out the flavour of the tomatoes. Okay, so that's done. We sprinkle the cheese on top. And then this is going to go into the oven for between 30 and 40 minutes on gas mark 7. Just below the centre of the oven. I set my timer 30 minutes, and then if it's not ready, then I'll leave it in for another 10 minutes. So there we go, see you in half an hour. Okay, so the beef has just gone off, so I'm going to check this out and see if it's alright. Yeah, that's looking good. So I'm going to take that over here and just turn this off. And bring it over here to show you. There we go. It's got a little bit of sauce with it, which is good. Lots of pasta-y, cheesy vegetable goodness. And it's ready to serve and enjoy.